online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Well, good afternoon, you days of our life. Oh, that's loud. That's loud. Oh, that's loud. I feel like suddenly we were on SNL. I was like, ooh, hot mic, hot mic. Hot mic. Hello, all you dooligans. Welcome to another Dishin' Days right here on AfterBuzz TV, where we recap your favorite NBC soap opera Days of Our Lives. Thank you guys so much for joining us live, and thank you so much for liking our Facebook page and our Instagram page. If you haven't already, make sure you go to Facebook, like us, comment. We have all sorts of wonderful stuff on there, and also we're on Instagram. Check out those as well, all under Dishin' Days. Before we all get started, some exciting news from our very own Mr. Mark J Freeman.
Yes.
What do you have going on, sir?
On October 3rd and 4th, in a perfect romantic getaway town like Niagara Falls, I will be hosting the Q&A for Billy Flynn's fan event.
Whoa!
He's letting me back in his vicinity. He hasn't called security on me yet.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, we've been talking about it for a while, so everything just kind of
happened.
official now.
It gelled together.
There's a lot of things that are official when it comes to you and Billy Flynn.
He did propose on the postcard to me after the show, so for the record.
Just saying.
And of course, you guys know. What?
Before, can I say, Steven, that first picture that I sent you, can you throw that up real quick? Because during the show last week, you kept saying how Billy wasn't getting to you at all.
He didn't.
Okay, because I watched it again.
Yeah.
And I found this, and I was like, it looks like Billy got to him. So, FYI, I think he got to you, Mr. Man. That is the look of love if I have ever seen it. I was like, I gotta wait. That was love in his eyes.
I will have you know that is I am paying attention to all that's going on face.
I'm gonna watch after she's done and see
if you look at all of them, I'm always like this. It's just how.
Oh, is that me? Oh, that's me. Sorry, that's me.
It's how I pay attention to everyone. I
That's
just kind of do this.
I want to see that.
You will see that. You will see that.
Thank you,
I promise.
Steven.
That's hilarious. That's why he was sending the picture. That's hilarious.
why.
That's hilarious.
He kept saying, send me the pictures you want to put up. And I'm like, I got something I'm putting up. You ain't seen it till I put it up.
That's good.
That's good. Well, James and I have talked about that. I have that face. It happens.
No, in all seriousness, there's times when we're doing something and he'll be like,
because that's I'm paying attention to you face because you're talking.
He does that sometimes.
It happens.
I feel like you're doing it with me right now.
I am.
He's paying attention.
I like it.
Well, if you guys don't know who we are already, I am your host, Tony Moore, and I am also joined by my other chocolate twin,
James Lott Jr.
And of course, you guys know the future Mrs. Billy Flynn. We have.
Don't tell Gina. Mark J Freeman.
And of course, we have a very special guest with us. She is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. She is the one and only Miss Melissa Armstrong. Also known as Serena.
Oh, yeah.
Serena Mason.
Yes. You know, making her way through Salem. Not this week, but
Not this week. But I can tell you everything she was doing off camera.
Oh, good. Okay, good. We
look forward to that.
We want to know all of that.
Yes.
Those are the best stories.
Yeah, those are
like when they're here.
Yeah.
When we talk about something, they're like, "Oh, this happened."
Right.
2 seconds later, I'm like, "Oh, that's the stuff I love."
See, that's the stuff they cut.
I agree.
See, that's why I try to fill you guys in. Like when Maxine's son is there shopping and stuff, I gotta let you guys know.
Maxine's son.
Does she know about
extra
Do you know about Maxine's son?
Sure.
Yeah. She's like,
Well, this is Maxine's son.
Oh, Oh.
Yeah,
He's
Future
trying
Maxine
to
son. Yes.
get to the casting department.
Listen.
Do it. Marty, if you're watching.
It is gonna happen. It is gonna happen.
Say it out loud.
And Maxine.
And Maxine's
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
He's a Demira too.
Yeah. Interesting, right?
It would be. Some more black
Family.
Demiras. Some more black Demiras. We leave them.
Well, we are all very anxious to get right into it because this week started the
Back from school hungry.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That is hilarious.
great job. We could not start this without our pizza
It might
rolls.
be a little hot, so we
When
might
am I
wait.
supposed to turn
We're
that?
gonna do it right now. We're gonna do it right now.
Right now.
But that's we have.
That's kind of
Steven,
amazing.
you are amazing.
That was the best.
Totinos, if you are watching,
Yes.
we would love to be sponsored by you here at Vision Days.
I contacted you about a couple weeks ago, so look
Just
for
saying
James Lott Jr.
Totino's.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
Wow, that was great. guys.
Right?
Yeah.
We follow direction well.
Oh,
We
yeah.
do.
like
What
that.
do we do? We do.
Well, speaking of following directions, let's
Yes.
get right into it
Get ready.
with our recap of Days of Our Lives. So it's time to start Dishin' Days.
It's like,
Seriously, everyone.
are we saying it?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Like sand to the hourglass.
There we go.
You don't want it's like a baby. You don't want
And
anything
was it
happening
just
to
me? Is the beginning a little different? The Days of Our
Yes.
Lives opening. It's a little bit.
It's different?
A little,
he starts
slightly.
talking sooner, right?
Really?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
I didn't notice that.
I could have been
I
wrong.
caught it. No, I caught it. I think I did. You tell us at home if you think we were just crazy. I was
Yeah.
drinking, but it should be fine.
If you guys are we
I
trying to
was-
lose? Oh no, I got it.
I was looking down, so so if the opening is new, let us know.
The thing is, I just have to doesn't even begin this whole thing off. What a difference a day makes.
2 days.
I'm saying that Wednesday. It was started
Right.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that from Tuesday to Wednesday. Wednesday's episode was amazing. We're going to talk about that because we're going to start off this conversation with one of my favorite people in the whole world, Kristen Alfonso, which is Hope.
Yes.
And this last half of the week, we got hope. We got
lot.
lots of hope.
Yes.
Because he's a lot.
lot.
And that made me.
I'm not saying it like a bad
You're
way.
like, a lot.
I'm just saying
And
it's a lot.
James Lott. Yes. Right
He's
there.
been waiting to say that.
Yeah, that's right. That was good. Wasn't it? But anyway, so we go about Hope, Aiden, Clyde, Rafe. That's all kind of they're all in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And what I loved about Wednesday's episode is that it kicked off with a bang with Aiden and Clyde. First of all, fighting. I liked it.
Okay.
Okay.
I love violence.
So do I. So me. I was like, I love it.
Violence on television is great.
It really is. Is
But
that bad?
was
No, not at all.
SLC, here we go.
was anyone else thinking, Clyde, how old are you? And Aiden,
Oh,
how old
okay,
are you?
well, there
and
was-
Aiden, you are getting your ass whooped by Clyde.
There was that. But I actually felt that Clyde was menacing for a change.
He was.
I did feel like there was a difference in
Yes.
his writing. Like I did notice a big yeah.
It was like when he was that was very profound.
That was great.
Was that great, profound?
Thank you.
But like he was
Thank you.
slapping him
That's-
around a little bit and talking crap to him
Yeah.
and beating him up just here and there. I like it. To me, it was like old-fashioned soap where the guys actually got a chance to fight each other, not just
Yeah.
shoot them, you're dead. I mean, it's like they fought
Yeah.
all around that room.
Yeah, they did.
Up and through that room. They fought. And I just felt for a change. Clyde, I actually saw something different. Like, oh, I can see him being that country bumpkin who is kind of scary, kind of. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
See, and that's so funny because I kind of always thought that about him a little bit because he
Okay.
was a little like quiet and I just always felt like because he was there wasn't enough, like you just knew there was something.
Yeah.
You know, like a little evil lurking underneath.
Well, see, for me, like when you compare him to someone like Victor or Stefano,
Oh, yeah.
like you look at those men and you're like, if you come around the corner, like I'm scared. Like I'm either about to be kidnapped,
Sure.
drugged, stabbed, shot, something is about
Impregnated.
to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Clyde comes around, it's like, can I get a biscuit? Like, I mean,
And see, I don't know. Like I always felt like he was something else was lurking underneath. You know, he's that neighbor that no one knows is the serial killer. You know.
Yeah.
And I
I see
don't
that.
mean that he's a serial killer.
Right. She's not saying it's she's not doing yeah, she's not doing
not
it.
hinting to anything.
No.
I think that would
spoilers.
be too obvious anymore
Right,
anyway.
right, at
Yeah.
that point, right.
Well, first of all, when Clyde came in, it's almost like, why did you go through the effort of like the gloves and the mask,
Right.
only to get into the room and go, Papa, it's me, like
Right.
you know, like
Right, exactly.
I don't know.
But it reminded me of old days a little bit.
Yes.
It reminded me kind of like it was like a time backwards. And then, of course, when Hope comes in and Aiden's like really, because now we know Aiden has something else going on too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we don't know what it is yet, do we? We don't really know, right?
Well, he has something on
He
Clyde.
has something
It's
on
not- we
Clyde.
know that
don't
part,
what
but
it
there's
is.
like,
Yeah.
we don't know. There's something going on there. So it's kind of like, oh my God, Hope, he really hurt me. You know, it was just like, and she's just like being beautiful Hope and
Yes.
and not being the detective, of course. But then she turned into a detective.
I was
and
gonna say,
then
watch
did.
what you say,
Then
because
she did.
the first thing she does is
Yes.
like, I'm gonna call the police.
Police.
Yeah.
Police.
Yeah.
I need a
Yes.
paycheck.
Was I the only one who felt like Hope Aiden is like bleeding everywhere? I don't think a kiss is warranted.
Yeah, I know, that was kinda-
wait until he
yeah.
wipes his face, maybe wipes his lips or something,
Yeah,
and then
but the blood's a little salty. It's probably something kind of cool. A little bit of iron.
this isn't 50 Shades of Days.
Days.
Okay.
Maybe it is.
Now, I have to say, the other part of the storyline that a lot of fans actually were kind of mixed on, I saw online, when Julie, because Julie was kind of the conduit of the first episode. She kind of found herself with her, then with Marlena. She's like,
Right.
and then they finally talked about Bo.
Right. There's a lot of
There
talk
was a
about
lot
Bo.
of talking about Bo.
There was the Wednesday episode. There was a lot of conversation, like you with John and Marlene, which we'll talk about later. It was a lot of conversation. I saw there was a difference. It wasn't
Yeah.
like cutscene like
right.
the past. It was like we're going to sit and we're going to talk.
But I felt like that conversation is prepping us for the return of Bo.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it's
easily.
kind of like, fans, in case you forgot, like Bo is around, and guess what? He's a coming, and
Right.
now we have to figure out how Hope feels about Bo.
I agree.
And I like how she was just kind of like, it was hard for me to
Yeah.
get over Bo because he's the only person that she's ever been with,
Right.
and once she was able to release him,
Right.
she was able to let Aiden in. But now I'm just kind of like, well, now Bo, you gonna come in and mess everything up
Right,
because
right.
I like Hope with
I like
Aiden.
it.
I like it. I like Hope and Aiden.
I do too.
Actually, I do
Eric
too.
called Serena off camera this week
Okay.
and told her all about what was going on with Bo, and
Yeah.
I was like, I was really surprised.
We were all surprised. You were like, Bo, really? Is he coming back?
Oh my God, crazy.
Well, and I thought it was really great that Eric felt like he could call me.
And talk
Yeah,
to you.
that's true.
Or call
because
her, I mean.
Oh, we call
Not
her.
me,
Yeah,
not me.
call you.
Because Eric hasn't been very happy with you.
No, but I mean, he seems a little more forgiving.
Yeah, especially with that.
He was a priest.
Yeah.
He should forgive you.
Right?
Right? Hello.
But
Hello.
hence the word was.
Oh yeah, well, that
Better off now.
was
Callers
the
off,
word.
better
Well, now
off.
he almost had sex and
And the
little crawl
little
spaces. Just saying.
Yeah.
And I wasn't with me.
It sure wasn't. You were in the vicinity. But I thought that Hope was speaking for the audience, kind of like, so that we can kind of say, okay, this is why she went with Aiden. This is why if Rafe likes her, it's okay. It's kind of like, this is what Bo did, or what the writers did to Bo, basically, and what they did to him, and I kind of explained everything to everybody, saying this is what's going on, and Bo's will be back soon. Don't worry. Kind of, and get us ready.
Melissa, were you familiar with days back then when Bo was on?
I knew about it because my friend's mom watched
it.
So that was like the big couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? Like, do you think you would want to see Bope or Hayden?
Oh wow, that's a
Or
challenge. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? It is a challenge.
or Rope.
Yeah.
Oh, Rafe.
Because Rafe, Galen Guerin is a leading man. It needs to be leading.
I kind of like them. I like their chemistry.
Rafe and Hope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. But I don't know. I mean, it's always kind of cool too to have the old super couple.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's great for fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the triangle probably more so.
Yeah, well,
Right.
of course.
That's way more exciting.
Right.
There's always a triangle.
Should be.
Let's see if we could put Serena with someone. Who do you guys think would be best matched with Serena?
I like Rafe.
With Serena?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that until the way over here. I was like,
Yeah.
Rafe had no one. Oh, he could have had Serena.
Yeah.
He coulda.
Yeah. She's like, you could have.
There
Yes.
was not even a pause.
She was like, yes.
You barely got that out of your mouth.
And she was like, yes.
I wanted to see this whole thing with Xander. I was like, they could so be Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would. I mean, I was kind of rooting for Xander and Nicole at one point in time.
Really?
Oops. So I thought we were friends.
But
Next time I come to your show.
But I mean, I don't know. It was kind of like at the time before we knew Xander went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, right.
Like, know, I kind of could see Nicole and Xander together. Well, and I kind of left Serena with Eric to rekindle that.
I think what we liked about Xander and Nicole was that Xander was pursuing Nicole.
Yeah, right.
And we all felt like more of the guys on the show she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what I mean? Like, I get that her bad side and all that stuff, but I just loved that somebody finally was like, you're hot and I need to know you and I'm going to chase after you and I want a piece of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's what we've genuinely liked about Xander when he first came on.
Because your character was kind of like this strong woman already. You kind of came in like, I'm Serena and I don't take any crap.
I don't care about you.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I mean, something, but Nicole is always like she's chasing after a man.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, so that's what we kind of thought. But you guys were good together too. You and Xander were good. I wish Xander would stay on the show. I think there's so many potential storylines for him.
He is around. He's working shirtless in
which
the Karaoke's mansion.
Oh, that's right.
I saw some orange jumpsuit photos though this week.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So wait, has that aired yet?
No.
People are leaking stuff out because now it's begun. Like now this is the beginning. Yeah. That's it.
Do you have Wi-Fi?
It's my end of days.
Crazy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
I mean, I connected with Serena when she first came on because she was always late for everything.
Yeah.
So
that was your thing.
Yeah.
He's like,
So I totally understood. Yeah.
That was your thing. You were always late.
yes.
We
had to wear watches in scenes until I was like, I could just pull out my iPhone.
Right.
But I think I had a whole thing about that. I said I'm the only one who wears a watch anymore.
Yeah, you did say that.
But I don't ever change the time.
It just always reads late.
Well, for me, like I said, this storyline I thought it's onto the right direction. Like just they're setting up hope. I like that they were having good conversations. Clyde seems a little more scarier to me now.
Yes.
And Aiden's hiding something, which is always good television.
And that whole thing when Aiden was in his hotel room and he knew that Hope was coming back and he started trashing the room and like throwing.
Yes. I wondered when he was doing it first. I'm like, why is he throwing stuff out the window?
Right. Yeah, he's trying to make it. He knew what story he was going to tell.
Right.
Because he couldn't say like, oh, it was Clyde.
Right.
And then of course everyone's like, we're going to get forensics in here, and he finally lost it. He was like, okay, enough. And I'm like, don't give yourself away because Clyde will come back and beat that ass again. Like, be careful.
But wasn't that scene kind of creepy when Clyde and they met outside the house or whatever? And they were
I knew you'd be out here.
Yeah, I was like, what?
But I kind of like that Aiden was just like, you know what? I'm done.
Yeah. Peace out.
Like, I think there needed to be some sort of closure, I guess, with that, so that it didn't keep. Because, I mean, you've already reached the highest point in like beating them up. So like, what else are you going to do? Like, the next step would be to kill him. But I don't,
Not gonna do that.
But I don't think Clyde is going to do that. But I want to know what this henchman found.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But now I'm excited. Now I want to know. Like now, like ready.
I want to know.
Yeah.
You want to know too, girl? Just know.
I have to agree that Days did have that feel for me back when I first started watching it. And it was weird because it did come along on Wednesday where I was just kind of like, this Days is kind of familiar to me.
Yeah. It was funny.
It was a definite change.
Yeah.
You could definitely tell a change in the writing.
Like I was just kind of like the episodes were. I was like, oh my god, the episode's already done. Like instead of like,
did you notice a difference? Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you I noticed a difference.
No more elephant talk.
Next week.
Next week
next week is a surefire difference.
Yeah.
But you're right. It's just a difference.
Yeah.
Some of you can.
Well, you can tell, and you can tell already from the teasers and stuff. Like I see the teasers now, and I'm like, oh. Whereas before, I was just like, oh yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like, oh, new stuff. Like there's actually going to be different stuff. It's not going to be.
But the fact that they're showcasing veterans just kick this off, and Hope is a veteran of the show. Out of everybody, she is a veteran of the show, and I thought that was really great to do that.
Yeah, we know you like Hope.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you, Kristen Alfonso.
So your Wi-Fi isn't working. You can't see the chat. Okay. So some of the things that people are saying in the chat is I was happy to see Bo in Hope's house, which I thought the same thing.
I was thinking the same thing too.
Someone says. Willa Sargent says Aiden is a bad guy. Daquan says they probably going to make it that Aiden really did kill his wife.
I think he's going to get killed.
Who?
Aiden.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
He's such a great actor. Oh,
think
Darren Cavsgrove is so good. Every show he's on, he's good.
So good.
I think so.
Just Jay says, I had tears when they showed Bope's house. Just wish Aiden and Clyde hadn't been there.
I had tears too.
The front door and the bedroom, which was like
I
the
had
size of a
tears too.
closet.
Yeah.
When she said fancy face, I was like, oh my God. Anyway.
Actually, you know what? When they
See?
showed the clip of Patch, the clip,
Yes.
like the teaser, and he says about sweetness, and I was like, oh my God,
See.
no, I'm not putting
Yes.
it down by any means. I'm
I love
happy.
it.
I'm excited.
All right, so I mean that's pretty much
Yeah, bit of that storyline.
right?
Now we're going to see what happens. I mean, it's very exciting.
Yeah. Well, in other news, in other Salem news, so we have JJ Page and Kyle. Now, first of all, JJ, please stop sneaking into this man's house.
I know.
Like, how many? Okay, first of all, if you are going to sneak into someone's house, not that I have, so don't take what I'm about to say to heart.
Okay.
Have a plan.
Yes.
Like, know what you're going in for, know what you're going to do it really quick, and then leave. JJ goes in and he's like, okay, I got to find something. Well, what you looking for? Like
An elephant.
We needed to play. We should have done this. We should have done a drinking game while she's here. How many times? Every time we say elephant.
we had to take a drink.
Next time.
Right.
Next time.
Next time.
Yeah, right. Yes.
So, but it's like he goes in and he's so gung ho about taking down Kyle now, and it's like when you signed up for this, you should have known that it's gonna take a little bit. Like you're not gonna join them and be like, "Hey, I'm your drug dealer now," and then by tomorrow he's in jail. Like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I did find it interesting that. Once again, Paige is like trying to convince Jennifer that JJ's dealing and look out and blah blah blah, and then she goes to work at the yogurt place, which
Your place.
they've added an extra table, so they are open.
They're surviving. They're
yeah.
Because
okay.
you have the yogurt.
Yes,
No, I think I had a scene with yogurt, but I don't know if I actually had it.
you know
I
what?
don't know what happened.
I've had a scene with yogurt too. Never had it. Just sitting outside waiting.
Waiting.
Just waiting.
Yeah.
Just waiting. They don't have store hours or anything, but they're there.
Yeah.
Day and
good.
night.
Day
Yeah.
and night.
Yeah. It's good. It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never had it. No. But I found it interesting that when they all meet up in the Horton Town Square, JJ was just basically like, you're gonna end up in jail unless you drop her, and then turned the whole thing on Paige to kind of make Kyle trust him a little bit more. But then there's Paige being like, oh, JJ is bad, blah, blah, blah. Unless you both are bashing each other. Like, what's going on?
My thing was, it's funny because I'm an organizer by trade, and so I look at Kyle's apartment, which he's a young man, a drug dealer. It's very organized.
Well, he needs to be. He needs to be able to grab the coat and go.
Exactly, and the money,
I mean,
whatever.
just because you're a drug dealer doesn't mean you're a drug addict. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
That's very true. Yes, that's
is
very true.
Wise
Entrepreneur.
words from
Yes.
Melissa Archer.
See, it had
Drugs are bad.
had Serena been working with Kyle, she would have been a bit more organized.
Yeah.
I know.
Because she was all over the place.
I mean, her hotel room was clean, but thank God for maid service.
Thank God for maid. I'll say maid service and did that one for you.
Yeah.
But I just thought it's funny. The reason I bring it up is kind of funny because JD keeps barging in there, moving stuff. Like he will know if something's missing or moved.
Yes.
Because it's so neat.
Well, just as okay, when they got back to the apartment and Paige goes in, first of all, she didn't use no key.
Oh, that's right.
Didn't use a key at all.
No, yes.
Like she was
Whose
handed
apartment?
Kyle's apartment.
She just walked in.
She was handed a key, and he was like, "Oh, I have to take this call. Go ahead and go in." And she was like, "Okay." And she was like, and I'm like, "Whoa, girlfriend, wait a minute." Like when I'm at my door, I'm like, "Oh my God, which key is it?"
I have two locks.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God, is this the right? And then so JJ would have had plenty enough time to go hide.
Yes. Yeah.
But
No,
she walks in, and he has this look of like.
Oh my God.
Like, I just got caught doing the nasty with your mother.
Right.
Oh my God, that was so perfect.
So we sit together so much. We're twins at this point.
But I like that Paige helped him.
She did, actually. I was shocked.
I was too, because she's been angry, Paige.
Ooh, she's been angry. I mean, I would be too.
She's been
Yeah.
real angry.
Yeah.
Like, real angry.
Well, she's not getting it
I
anymore.
mean, did you see what her mom did
Yeah. Like,
with her boyfriend?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, after some time, it's Salem.
After
You get
some
over
time.
it. You get over it. You get
No.
over it.
You know.
At
No.
what point do you just say, you know what? I give
It's
up.
cool.
Yeah.
No,
It's cool.
it's not cool.
Well,
Wait, was she a virgin? I forget.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, it's sort of okay then.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not like you had this and then you had that. You know, it's like you ain't gonna get this anymore. You know,
yeah.
or ever. I'm going to give it to Kyle.
You're right. Who's the shooting?
We don't mean me, by the way.
Yeah, not you.
Just clarify.
Yeah, not Melissa. The character.
I love how there has to be we have to differentiate between Melissa
Sometimes it's a good idea.
and because you don't want to be at Ralph's and someone's like, "How dare you!" And you don't want that to happen.
That would be awful.
Or to be in Target.
Or it could be kind of fun. I don't know.
Depends.
I might love that.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
kidding. She's just kidding.
Or to be in Target. Can you imagine if you're in Target and someone like hands you an elephant and goes, "I got the diamonds you've been looking for."
Actually, please do this.
No, I'm like, me too. I'm like, give me enough of a diamonds. I'll look at too, right?
So, fans, if you ever see Melissa in Target, go to the ceramics aisle. There's an elephant there. Casually walk up to her, look around, and go, "I've got the diamonds you've been looking for."
Ooh, I love it when you whisper.
You're welcome.
Nice.
I'm in the chat
So
on my
sexy.
phone. I don't know why my phone works, but not.
Okay, good.
And now we can
hey,
see
I
us.
can see
I
us.
know. I have to cover the top.
Oh no, I want to. I'm also. Am I on camera?
On camera.
Nice. Oh, I love Mark. I love that. See, I got in just in time.
Just in time.
Gee.
Somebody did say they. I think it was Daquan actually. Daquan. He loves you, by the way.
Yeah.
He said he's jealous of you because you got to meet Melissa and Michael R something. Michael R.
Rosenbaum.
Yeah, he was jealous of you for that.
Because Michael Rosenbaum, I do another show on AfterBuzz TV called Pastor, and he held me on camera. Mm-hmm. So I was very happy. Thank you, Daquan.
Y'all are so gushy.
Who?
Me and him. Well, thank you, because we're all doing it now.
Not me.
Yeah, not you.
Do I need to put the picture back up?
Just saying.
Just saying. So if you want to say hi to Daquan, even though me and Daquan have a hate-hate relationship.
Hey, Daquan.
Daquan, I'll make that into a gift for you too.
Exactly, totally. He's one of our regulars, so he's great. But yes, this storyline was actually one of my least favorites this week. It was like,
Oh, the JJ page.
yeah, JJ page was like, yeah, that's fine. They're all doing whatever, and JJ's trying to get rid of Kyle. And
I really wish they would stop talking out loud.
Yeah, I know.
Because that little area of like off to the Hortontown Square where people tend to have conversations.
Private square or
Yeah, the little private
the
area.
edge of the, I don't know.
Yeah,
something.
like
Mm-hmm.
people can still hear you, and people tend to walk up, just as Paige did when she walked up and was like, "JJ, what's going on?" Because she overheard that he's working with the DEA.
Yeah.
But like, isn't that the thing with soaps? Is there's always someone lurking around the corner,
Right.
And they can always hear.
Right.
I did that a long time.
Yeah, well, several
You did a lot of
soaps
lurking?
on so-and-so.
No,
Oh, a lot of lurking.
A lot of lurking.
you know who's not lurking?
Hallways.
Hashtag Maxine's son. I could be lurking around listening to some things.
That could be a
I think that
drinking game
needs to
too.
happen.
Every time Tony says, or every time I mention Billy Flynn,
We would be drunk if you.
we wouldn't get through a show.
We wouldn't. They'd be like, Billy Flynn, Billy Flynn. I'm done. I have nothing else to drink. So I'm interested to see how. Oh, go ahead.
In related news, Roxanne's on Twitter now.
Is she really?
Yes.
She is.
Andriana Manfredi, I do believe was her, and I think that's her Twitter is Andriana.
Oh, that's
Manfredi.
great.
Yeah, so I'm going
We
to
want her back on the show. We want
bring
her back
back
on the show.
Roxanne.
Back Roxanne. We
I liked her.
I really feel like we should start singing.
There we go.
I said this to you guys after we talked to you last Sunday, after our AfterBuzz, after we walked away from you. I said, I can't wait for Melissa. I think it's going to be a really fun AfterBuzz.
Oh yeah. I was ready. I was like, homegirl's ready. Homegirl
I
is
know we're all
ready.
drinking.
I don't know how to say that.
You say bitch. You say bitch. That's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
It's
Say
just a
that.
female dog.
It's a female dog. Yes, exactly.
So yeah. So I mean,
It was the pink
we'll
side.
see what
looking at
happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
He's going to yell
with
at
all
you
of
if you
them.
keep looking at it.
No.
Okay, I'll stop.
We'll
He
see.
yells at me. I don't know if he'll yell at you.
No, I would never yell at you.
Not at Melissa.
I am so in love right now.
See this face is just very attentive.
Yeah. I like that.
I don't know. I think
like
Billy
that.
would disagree.
Billy.
Well,
I don't know. I felt that was very special for me.
Hello, next. She's all hello. Yes.
all right. So let's travel over to the
Paulson.
yes.
Oh, me. Sorry, I was. Yeah.
We're giving you cues.
I have a hard enough time reading it on my laptop. My eyes right now are just like, what is going on? So then we had. Sonny left. Suddenly got a job in Paris.
Apparently had the offer.
Has had the offer pending for a while. We just didn't know about it. I think that it was a 2-shot on us that no one saw that, Tony. Don't worry.
Note to self: do not eat pizza rolls live on camera.
Or wait till the camera's over here, so you're fine.
Good.
Even though I called you out on it. But, so we find out that Victor had offered Sonny the job in Paris to go,
nice
which
of him.
I think is hysterical that he's going to save these clubs in Paris.
Right.
But if I'm not mistaken, TBD had some difficulty.
Yes, also had some money financial.
Several months back that he was like trying to get money to save TBD.
Well,
so I don't know if he's the best person to send to Paris.
Apparently TBD is okay. They have an extra table. You're doing good when you have an extra table. You got a table, you're doing good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the table that's up on the cart.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they just,
Yeah.
It's like my favorite table. I always want to sit at it. I know it's kind of dangerous, but I want to sit there.
Don't do that. Don't sit on it.
So
won't.
So the
Sonny
camera
left.
can see it. It's raised on.
Yeah.
So Sonny left. I can't believe that. He's gone.
Yeah. Well,
Very
he did
abruptly.
say in an interview he's not opposed to returning.
Right.
Already, he said that.
Well, that's good.
So,
We're not opposed to having him here at AFTERBUZZ.
What a
not.
great.
I know
soap
Issa
character.
is
Oh yeah.
chomping at the bit to get him here.
Yes, we're going home about
Speaking of Issa, we should totally give her a shout out.
Should I got it? You
I
got
got
it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, we have you guys are such loyal fans and such wonderful fans that we actually have one of our big fans from Paris,
Oh, nice.
from France, made up a poem about us using Audition Day's letters, and then also sent us via mail, made mugs for each of us.
That's so
Isn't that
cool.
great?
And each
Isn't
mug
it?
has our name on our picture.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. It was such a great, nice thing for you to do.
Thank you, Issa.
We really appreciate it. Oh, the presentation hands.
I know, I like that.
But it's, I'm seriously, I've never had anything
Show
this
them
nice.
so they can see me. Put me into.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Anyway,
Shy one.
yes. So it was very
That's how
nice.
he's gonna drink his coffee in the morning. He's gonna have one finger on my face and drink his coffee.
But we really appreciate it.
And it has all four of us.
That's all four.
does,
All
yeah.
four. It's all four of us. So
Yeah.
But we really appreciate it, and also you guys are so great, and we just appreciate all your love.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
And those of you who like my laugh, thank you very much.
Your laugh's awesome.
I think it's been very polarizing recently online. Though some of my other shows, we were like, my ears are bleeding.
Don't read what they say.
I know.
Have you guys
I
ever heard me laugh? Dear Lord, I'm a cackle. I'm like,
Oh no, I'm fine with it. But it just makes me laugh that it's been mentioned. But actually, so back to that storyline, he left, and now we have just Will sitting there. What's going to happen with Will next?
Will and Paul
And Paul. They both just
Will.
and Will.
or Derek.
But I actually felt
Will.
he actually didn't know what to do because as he started talking to little Ari, he was just like,
Right.
and I was like, say something. Say something. Say something to her, please.
And the thing is, I love that because Ari and Sonny had a relationship. I mean, he delivered her, obviously.
Yeah.
And he was very much a dad
Yes.
to her.
Oh,
not
that
just-
was, and him saying goodbye to Ari was the
yeah,
sweetest scene.
I
the
agree.
sweetest thing, even though the actress Ari didn't hug him back, which I thought was hysterical.
Yeah.
But it was still sweet.
That was fun. That
She's
was
like,
funny.
I know, kid actors, but it was still sweet. It was still
Well,
sweet scene.
I really think the sweetest moment was Paul and Sonny.
That was a good one, too.
Yeah,
that was a good one,
almost
too.
kissed.
I think that, and I like that the writers let us know as fans that yes, they did have feelings for each other.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
and
Well, I
so
don't think
I like
anyone
that
doubted
moment.
that.
But they
Well, we weren't sure. You never know. Days could be like, oh yeah, they
he
got no, they
proposed
don't.
to him. Why would he propose if he
That
didn't
was
have feelings for him?
back. That was back then. We're talking
you're talking about
currently.
now.
Yeah, so-
Got it.
yeah, I was saying now,
Okay,
instead of they still have
okay.
feelings for each
Got it,
other.
got it, got it.
I know
You
he's
left
like-
out the word still.
Oh.
Oh.
That's my argument.
He said that's my argument. I'll beat you on that one.
Right,
Thank you.
Tony. I know you wanted to throw some shade after you said all four of us. I saw your expression. Ooh, rude. I don't throw shade.
What does that mean?
Shade. It's kind of like
I know,
like
I feel so.
attitude.
I thought you would know that, especially
Yeah.
just like shade.
It's kind of like attitude. Like if you walked in and I was like, oh, hey, Melissa.
Like when I carry my parasol, I'm covered in shade.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's what I figured it meant.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay, good. Now we're on the same page.
I really thought it was just an abrupt exit for Sonny.
It was.
But I'm glad there was like a little bit of closure. Now I'm just wondering what's going to happen with Sonny, with Will and Paul.
Will and Paul.
This is what I am hoping that they don't do with the new writing. I hope they don't get rid of the gay storyline.
Yeah, I thought that exact same thing too.
Because
I actually thought the exact same thing.
I just feel like, when Will was first discovering who he was and being gay, and like they did all of that so well to ease this very conservative soap into that idea.
Right.
And I feel like they now have developed these characters, and we have a love for these characters. So I hope they don't just go, nah, we're done.
Did you happen to notice? And I don't know if this is related news, but did you happen to notice that when John was talking to Marlena and he mentioned his kids, he did not mention Paul. He said Brady and Belle, and he did not say Paul.
I did mention that. Hear that?
Oh.
And as soon as I heard that, I was like, are they going to say that it's not his son? Are they going to get rid of Paul? That was my very first thought.
Well, everything can happen with just a phone call.
I know.
The one thing I liked about the whole gay storyline was that it was more than a gay storyline.
Yeah.
They treated it like a soap storyline. Yeah. Like it was like all the twists and turns and the angst and all that. Yeah. You could insert
Which is a gay
women.
storyline.
I know. But it's your life on a weekend,
FYI.
I guess. Yeah,
that's a Tuesday afternoon at my house. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's like it was actually all the kind of stuff that went through it. It could have been insert a female. It could insert. I mean, it was really. I think they treated it so well.
And you know what? I also too. I liked, and I did. Surprisingly, I liked the fact that there was that moment where Will went back to Gabby and then ended up getting her pregnant. Obviously. At first, I was kind of like, but then I was like, no, I could totally see something like that happening, especially if you're on the fence and you're, questioning. You want to say, oh, okay, no, I can do this. This is who I want to be, and blah blah blah. I never did that. Don't you worry, fret none. But I actually enjoyed that. I agree. I think that it was a good, and I hope that they don't get rid of it.
Same here.
I hope they don't. But let's hope that. I'm sorry.
That chord really bothers Tony a lot.
I know he does. He's always like,
let's hope that I don't know. Will learns from this. Will Sammy Jr. That
Sammy Jr.
You can't continue doing. And I love that they pointed out all the stuff that he's done.
Oh yeah.
And that was the best. That was last week, though, wasn't it?
No, that was this week.
It was a laundry list. You probably get pizza rolls.
That probably was. What was it? Yeah, I guess it was this week. Yeah, when Sonny was like, you did this.
Because Sonny said something, and then even Paul was just like, how many more times are you going to be sorry for all the stuff that you've done?
Yeah. No, that was great.
He was red. He was red.
How many more times are you going to be sorry about all the stuff that you've done?
I'm really not sorry.
You're like, I did it. So there.
I did it. What?
I did that.
Well,
and it's fine. Yeah.
No big deal.
Sorry, I was reading the chat.
Let's hope that they don't, get rid of that storyline. Anything in the chat that you want to bring up, Mark?
I got it. Kayla. I don't know what that means. This is. Oh, I can't read this.
Do you want me to read it for you?
Yes. I need more father-son bonding.
Paul, and again, Will is not Sammy Jr.
Oh, Daquan's gonna be so happy you're reading his. That's
Cheryl
Daquan.
said it was when he was in the ISA, met Marlena, had Brady and Belle. That's why there was no mention of Paul.
Why was it not?
Oh, he did say that.
Because when John and Marlena were talking about John's time in the ISA, and when he first met Marlena and had Brady and Belle, that's why there was no mention of Paul.
Yeah, but he said his kids.
He was talking about that time.
I don't know. I still think it's kind of shady that they didn't get mentioned.
It's possible. It's totally possible.
Like shady or like throwing shade?
Like shady.
Shady.
I'm always talking about the parasol.
Just checking. This is important clarification.
It is.
So real quick, just some tidbits that happened. Jennifer and Eve once again had a run-in. Julie convinced Eve to help Jennifer out with the Horton Town Center. Wait, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The
Horton.
Well, no, it's
the
Horton Center.
The Horton Town Square.
No, it's the
Horton
Center. Rehabilitation Center or something.
Yeah.
Where Serena doesn't have to worry about going.
Someone in the chat will sure write it in there.
Yeah.
What's the name of it? Cheryl.
Cheryl, come on, Cheryl. Tell us Julie.
Somebody agrees with me. I don't know what they agree with, but somebody agrees with me.
Oh my god! What's funny about what's funny is Eve has a bug in the house apparently.
What?
Yeah, she's. Well, that's why she took the check over.
You did, yeah, there you go.
Serena did that. Professional.
Serena did that. Clyde did that.
Oh, yeah.
Now Eve has done it.
Yeah, that's true.
We're very rich.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Y'all are some very rich people.
And
Clyde's
crafty.
is technically
And there's a
is
really good spice
still
store in
the-
Salem.
In the DeMira Mansion, is it not?
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't been over there to get it.
No, he hasn't. It's just sitting there.
So,
But it's
No,
so
not
funny,
the town square, guys. We're the name of
was
the
my fault, that
place
was my
that
fault.
they're trying to Horton House.
no, it's not the Horton House.
Okay, guys, come on. We're holding.
No.
We need you for
Well,
this.
anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
anyway,
so Serena's like,
Yeah.
well, anyway,
Yeah.
back to me.
I guarantee it'll be Cheryl that'll have the right name.
But no, it's just kind of funny that
always
Eve's
Cheryl.
listening in. I'm really curious. She's trying to destroy Jen, but I don't know if I like the storyline so much. I'm kind of seeing it's not really gelling for me, so I'm really curious to see what.
I just feel like they don't know what to do with Eve, and like she keeps having this whole vendetta on like JJ and not being able to talk to Paige,
Right.
and I'm like, work on that relationship before you try to scheme on something else.
So
Because, I
they're
mean-
saying Horton House of Abused Women.
No,
I don't think it's that either.
I feel like it was called something else too.
I just feel like Cassie DePaiva is such a phenomenal actress.
She's amazing.
That she should be getting. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I mean, she
Her and
should.
Serena should have had more scenes. I'm not saying.
Okay.
Well,
I know
I
it would have been so funny for us. OLT.
The Horton Center. someone
Well, we
said.
always felt like that about
Sorry.
you. Just you
We
being
did say
such
that.
a brilliant actress that
Yeah.
like we don't feel like they utilized you as much as they could have.
I think everybody agrees with that 100%.
I've said
Yeah.
on the show many times.
100%.
Thank you.
Everybody in the chat room would always say
Yeah,
that
they would
too.
say that. Saying that,
guys.
saying that she's a great actress. Like, come on, let's
Yeah.
let's give Red some more work.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Well, at least
So-
we did learn one thing from seeing that Serena dies. She's at least not the serial killer.
OMG, it's
Okay, first death scene. I hope that I live up to my death. I'm really excited about it.
and you had a great slapping scene. They foretold a
Yeah.
slap.
Oh no, that whole day is gonna be so great.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
He's gonna love it.
Oh, okay, yeah, good. Oh my God, your man, my girl, we work it out. Oh, I love it.
I don't know if he's technically my man, but whatever. I mean,
Whatever. I mean, maybe.
Not-
I mean,
you
we're
never know.
just not talking about
I mean,
it.
he is straight.
Yeah, he is. So we don't want to go on to like who do we go on to next?
Rafe?
I mean, Rafe. Okay.
just Rafe really quick. He loves Hope. Everyone's starting to realize it.
Yeah.
Done.
Done.
Oh, and also he's thinking about joining the
Oh, yes.
Salem PD.
Yeah.
John talked
Was
him
that
into it.
whose planner was that? I missed that.
John's.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's it said last day.
Yeah.
Salem PD question mark.
Question mark. There was a question mark. Yes.
There was a question
There
mark.
was a question.
So-
Well, you know what the question mark was for? The Salem PD, because they can't ever seem to solve a case.
Well, you know.
Salem PD question mark
Yeah. Cheryl
Salem
says it is the
PD?
Horton Center.
is the Horton Center.
And I
Okay.
believe
Yeah.
Cheryl.
Okay.
I believe it too, actually. So sure, Sarah, if you say so.
John and Marlena had some
excited.
There was a
great
lot of John and
moments.
Marlena.
Yes.
Yes.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
I thought that to bring it back to what King Corday said in Soap Opera Digest, that it's all about the super couples. I
Yes.
thought that was a great way to introduce the super couple.
I agree. Right.
And get it back on track to like, where is our relationship?
Yeah,
You know
I
what
agree.
mean?
Yeah.
Although he wasn't quite ready, Marlena wasn't ready to have John in
She
her
was
bed.
no, she
Okay.
was not.
But, I mean, sometimes you gotta take it slow.
But I mean, they have been together for like
8,000 years.
decades.
Yeah.
This is still a familiar man. Even back when he was 10 different people, that was still a familiar man.
He was 10 different people.
Okay, I have to say this one quote. I hope this is not your quote of the week, Mark, because it's
No,
just
probably
my
not.
John Marlena. Because I thought this was very smooth. I might use this on a date one day.
Ooh.
John to Marlena. I don't want this night to end. Well, what do you want to do? I want to take you to a slow walk through the park to your house. And if I play my cards right, I'll be right next to you when you wake up in the morning. He said that. I was like,
did. You totally did.
wow. I was like, Drake Hoganson. I'm ready too now.
And Marlena looked back at him like,
You ain't getting none of this.
You're never going to get it. No.
we can go to the park, but you ain't gonna be in my house.
They need to
That's
put
it.
her. They need to put that penthouse set back
He needs
together.
Oh
to,
my God,
he
no,
needs to
totally.
woo her more. I get it.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
They're showing
Yeah.
romance. I mean,
Yeah.
like they cleared out that
You
clip
can
at a
tell
club
that
fest.
it's already
Yeah.
getting. I mean, just the Victor and Caroline.
I know.
Hope
Look at that
and
nice.
talking about Rafe and stuff,
Yeah.
and Aiden, and then John and Marlena. You know, I just
Yeah.
Billy's
Yeah.
name just keeps
At least
popping in
it's
my head.
not because she used to be a priest.
Right.
Right.
I mean, which would be impossible because
Yeah.
priest time. Whatever.
Yes. But I love the whole love in the afternoon. That's what soaps were about back in the day. Love in the afternoon.
But here's my worry though too,
here we go.
because I do have a concern. Just because I had a little difficulty this week with my quote of the week, and I'm like, if I don't get my snarky, I'm going to be very upset because I live for the snarky.
There wasn't a lot of snarky. There wasn't this week.
I was going to have to use your viral.
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah, I know that's totally right.
Because I was like, there were some. Actually, you know who had a lot of great lines this week? He's not my quote of the week, but was Rafe.
Yeah, he did.
He had a lot of when Hope comes in and they're arguing, and she says something about a file, and he's like, "A file, Hope? Really? You're reaching." I literally busted out laughing on my bed. I was like, "Thank you, thank you for pointing out the absurdity of that."
Exactly.
And then when he called Clyde, he's our very own hillbilly hero.
Yes. And
he had a lot of good.
He also one too said, Clyde goes, "Yeah, I should have came to talk to you man to man." He goes, "Man to what?"
Yeah.
I mean, this Rafe
and he said something about he wanted a drink, and he's like, "I'm out of disinfectant."
Yes.
Like
So Rafe had
a lot of I was like, "What? Rafe?" And then I ended up not using him as my quote of the week.
Rafe was a little sassy. He was a little sassy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So
Rafe.
and then Victor and Caroline had a touching moment.
Yeah.
So that was good.
really sweet. And the email with the doctor that we found out that Victor's been.
Yes. I actually got a little teary-eyed actually when they were talking, and also when Maggie and Caroline talked, because I'm like, there's a little triangle kind of maybe coming up with that.
I was wondering that.
I had a feeling because when Victor came out of the room and hugged, and Maggie and them were talking, he's like, "I only have eyes for you," blah blah. And he hugged. Her face was kind of like. But then when Caroline's like, "Can you come in here, Maggie? I want to talk to you, Maggie." And she walks in.
Okay, no, she yelled from
Maggie! Maggie!
Maggie, is that you out there? Can I talk to you in here for a minute? I'm like, girl, get it together. It is a hospital.
She did yell. But it was touching when they got together.
Carolyn has no qualms. She's like, we own this.
Come here. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I thought that all that was so touching, played on history. We talked about Bo. Again, it's setting up Bo again. They're setting it all up.
To talk about
saying that Caroline and Victor are worried about him. That's their child. I mean, it's just like, I think a triangle's coming though there with that.
Yeah,
right?
I would love that.
Cool.
That'd be very cool. I would love that also.
I would love that
because no one's bad.
I love all three of them.
Yeah. And especially since Maggie is so understanding of Victor and Caroline.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like.
But he's lying to her right now. He's not saying anything. He closed
but he's always been lying. And we talked about this actually last week a little bit, that he's always kind of keeping stuff from. I mean, not that he wouldn't keep it from Caroline too, Caroline, but that's just the nature of Victor. That he can't really tell.
Going back like a week, I just want to say, did you see how Victor like forgave? I don't know if he forgave me, but he was nice to me.
Yeah. And you almost got my quote of the week too when he was like, "I've only heard bad things about you," and you were like, "I could say the same to you."
I know. He did say that. He did say it last week. He just said that was almost a quote.
Anyway, sorry, I just had to throw that in.
No, that's good. No, that's good to throw in. That's good to throw in. All right, so let's get to our favorite part of the show, which are our segments.
Oh, I thought Billy was coming back.
Oh God!
That would be your favorite part of the show?
Sorry.
Yes.
So we're going to kick off our segments as usual with mine, and it's the 3 Snaps Award. Now, I thought about this long and hard. Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Thank you. But they're more slower.
Yeah. That was good.
You gotta add that.
I want a sound effect for mine, Stevens. Get something together.
Oh, boy. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I like that.
That's a good one.
I like that.
That's a good one.
So my 3 Snaps Award goes to the Phoenix, who has finally risen, like for real risen. We actually saw Stefano DiMera standing during a scene. He was not sitting. He was not conducting. He was standing
upright. I almost put it.
Now, granted, he didn't move.
No, he didn't.
There was no walking. But he stood firmly in that doorway.
Well, in his defense, I do think he hurt his back really bad.
I think so.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Okay,
a while ago. Yeah.
Well, great. Well, way to kill my 3 Snaps.
Sorry.
Once again,
maybe he's starting to feel better.
Well, okay.
And
well,
so
that's
there are
good.
3
That's
snaps
good.
to that.
Good. Good.
Oh, she snapped.
There you go.
She snapped it.
You did. Well, Stefano
cool
gets
as you.
my official 3 Snaps Award for now conducting a scene upright.
Standing right.
Correct. Let me see.
Now I feel bad because
Don't feel bad.
Well, when now it's gonna look like I have something towards the elderly because I gave the 3 Snaps Award to Carolyn for her headaches, and then the next week it was like I had a stroke, and I was like.
Because Carolyn was like mean to you. She was like, Serena,
Yeah.
I don't have time for you right now. My head hurts.
I gave it to Carolyn because when she was with Teresa and Brady,
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, I have a headache."
No, Teresa and Anne.
And Ann,
Ann, yeah,
Teresa and Ann. She was like, "Oh, I have a headache. I have to go. Like, I can't really
I
deal
can't
with
even
this."
listen to this. I got it.
Yeah, and then she went to the private area, and then here you come with like the letter, and she was just like, "Oh, really? Someone's going to get my medicine.
Oh,
I can't."
that's right.
And then,
I thought it was.
no,
Anyway.
and then all of a sudden she was just like, "You're still talking. I'm just gonna fall out."
she did too. She was like, okay, enough. She was like, enough.
She was like, "I was trying to tell you, I got a headache. I don't feel like dealing with this,
Serena,
and you're still talking." Okay, well, fine.
Because you were like, I got a letter to give to Eric. A letter.
important.
It's important.
Well, you know what's important? Her, because
Yes.
she was like, I don't
Gotta
want
go.
to listen to you.
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
So now,
Out to the flow.
so now I have something against her.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. That's a
No,
good
so you
one.
gave snaps. That's good.
Well,
It's a
Good.
positive
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I said earlier too when Alice, when she was her last
Oh, yeah, they
month
wheeled her
on the
in.
show,
They wheeled her
it
in.
was. I'm sorry, it was funny because instead of like she'd stop talking, and instead of her leaving the scene, everybody would just walk away. And I understand. I mean, it was. I mean,
Yes.
I get it.
She was
She's been on the show a long
900,
time,
so-
but I'm sorry.
goodness.
Every time it would happen, I was just like, "Sweet Jesus."
All right, so
How do I follow that?
well, I don't know, but you're gonna tell us
gotta do it.
who's
You're gonna do
related
it.
here in Salem.
Okay, so what I do is, as you guys know, I take 2 characters who are on the show, or sometimes characters from the past that are on, and show you how they're related, because sometimes family trees get convoluted, and you don't know who's who and who's whom. Sometimes you forget. So in honor of Sunny leaving, I decided to pick 2 characters who are related. You may have forgotten. One is coming on the show shortly, and the other one is just left. Jackson Sunny Kyriakis and Claire Brady. Her name is Olivia Rose Keegan. She's going to be playing Claire Brady, and she's coming on.
She's been
beautiful.
Sorazed.
Yasmin Soraz.
Yeah.
And she's beautiful, and of course, he's handsome, of course. So here's the deal. So everybody, hold on. Here we go. Okay, everybody, hold on.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Follow this.
Holding.
These are always.
Yeah, they're always crazy. So Jackson
That's why I
Sunny, we'll just call him Sunny at this point. He is the son of Justin and Adrian. So you got that part. Claire is the daughter of Sean Douglas and Belle, and Sean Douglas is the son of Bo and Hope.
Right.
So they're basically a Kyriakises, both of them, Claire Brady and, of course, Sunny Kyriakis. So Justin and Bo are first cousins.
Justin and Bo.
And Bo.
Are first, right. Okay, right.
Sunny and Bo are second cousins. They get there. Sunny and Sean Douglas are third cousins. So that makes Sunny and Claire fourth cousins, or first cousins removed 4 times. Now here's another side.
Sunny and Claire?
Sunny and Claire.
Okay.
Here's another side note. Sunny was married to Hope's nephew Will, so they're related through
Wait, Sunny
marriage.
was married to Hope's nephew,
Will.
Right, okay, got it.
Yes. so they're related that way through marriage.
Right.
Claire is also Hope's granddaughter.
Claire is also Hope. It's true. Okay.
And when Claire was born, she was born to Kyriakis because we thought she was Phillips.
That's right.
Remember that? Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
now her and Philip are like great niece, great nephew kind of thing at this point. But they're related that way. So let's look who's related.
You know, I feel like you should come on the show as a representative of Ancestry.
That's so funny. I was like, we should
Yeah.
go on Ancestry
Yeah.
and create
Yeah.
the trees.
Yeah.
So I'd love to do that.
I bet
Yeah.
someone's done that.
Somebody had to have done that.
I bet someone.
I don't
Cheryl
know.
probably has done it.
Check. Someone will write.
Or Susie. Cheryl or Susie has done it. I'm
That's a
sure.
great idea. I like that. See, the thing about Tony is he makes work for all of us. I love that. He actually will. You write storylines in. I want to do Ancestry. I want to do that.
Yeah, do it. Well, see, I'll come on as Maxine's son.
Yes.
Yes.
You come on. See, this would be the perfect time because they're about to celebrate the bicentennial.
Yeah,
bicentennial.
And you could have went to Horton Town Square and just had this huge
tree.
board
Yes.
of like how
Oh,
all
my
these
God.
people are
I
related.
would love to do that. I would
That is
love
so
it.
neat.
I
Hashtag
know.
missed opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's get on to Mark's Quarter of the Week.
Okay, yay. Go.
Well,
excited.
as I said, it's not Rafe. Although I'll give him an honorable mention because he had a lot of good zingers. And Nicole wasn't on this week,
No.
so I didn't have her to rely on. And Victor was being all sappy nice to Caroline, so I was like, I'm getting nothing here. So I went with the line that made me go, yes!
Okay.
Oh, wow.
when somebody said it because it was so spot on, perfect.
Okay.
And it does happen to be my friend Michael Cardell.
Oh, we like Michael. We like
He was my
Michael.
old roommate. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah.
Great guy. Great guy.
I'm sure he can tell you fun stories about me. When he walks up to Paige and JJ and says, y'all spend a lot of time together for two people who don't like each other.
No, oh my God.
Exactly. And they're always telling each other,
No.
I hate you. I don't want to
I
see
hate
you.
you.
Right.
I don't want to see you. Leave
Right.
me alone. It's
Right.
like, then why are you having this lengthy conversation?
Right.
Go.
Again.
Yes.
And you
Again.
keep going to the mother's house to talk to the mother, and you keep going to this person to talk to her. She did the same thing with Eve when she was
Yeah.
mad at Eve.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hate you, but I'm going to come to the house and I'm going to have a tea and I'm going to sit on the couch and I'm going to pretend I don't know who you are and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I'm like, ugh. So Michael Cardell, not because you were my roommate,
yeah.
because that was genius.
Yay.
Thank you very much
Yes.
for quote of the week.
We like Michael.
I'll tweet him out.
Well, now, fans, we are now going to sit and have a chit chat with the one and only Miss Melissa Archer.
Yay! There's so much to talk about too. I love it.
We're
Oh
going
my
to take
gosh.
your questions
Yes.
live, and we're going to take your calls live. So feel free to call us in with your question for Melissa, because we're going to chit chat with her and, and catch up with her
can't wait.
and find out what she's been doing since she wasn't on this week.
Yeah, well, she actually
What
technically not
happened
gone
last
yet.
week, Melissa?
Right. yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
so
I didn't know something.
I know what's going on. Okay, first of all, I know we're going to talk about Days of Lives, but I just have to ask you just two questions about One Night to Live.
Please, God.
Erica Slezak.
Yes.
Go.
Oh my God.
A legend.
she-
She plays your mother.
Yeah, first and foremost, she is just as eloquent as a person as her character was.
Okay.
And she's such a phenomenal actress.
Yeah.
There was a time we had this scene, and she was. It was just me and her, and she's telling me this amazing story and like crying, and I'm like, this is just me, and I'm just staring at her, and I'm like so entranced, and I had a line, and I totally forgot because I
Into it.
I didn't want to interrupt her.
Yeah.
Right. But we were supposed to, of course.
Right,
You're
right,
like,
right.
oh,
But I was like, no, keep going. It was really good.
okay. Well, that's
We,
the same question.
we have a caller on the
Yes.
line. Caller, welcome. You are on live with us here at AfterBuzz TV for Dishin' Days. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Cheryl from South Carolina.
Hey, Cheryl.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you? And I
Doing
do
wonderful.
not have an ancestry family tree or any of the Bradys, the Hortons, or the Carriers.
I figured you'd be the only one that would. If somebody did.
It's actually out there on about.com, though.
Oh, okay.
is it?
Oh, okay, I'll look it up.
Okay.
I'll look it up.
Nice.
What is your question, Cheryl?
Anyway, two things. First of all, I want to tell Melissa that although I did not like the character of Serena, I love Melissa Archer, and I think she was completely squandered.
Oh, thank you very much,
I mean-
Cheryl.
I would love to see you come to GDH.
There's a lot of
That's
talk
the only other show I
today.
watch besides
Lots of
Dave.
talk.
There's been talk today about that.
Cool.
I would love that. And I want to know if you hated the elephant as much as the viewers hated the elephant.
Let me tell you something. The day I got to beat up the elephant
I think we even said
was
this.
one of my most favorite
I think we
scenes.
even
Yeah.
said she probably thoroughly enjoyed doing that.
Oh, yeah.
And I stabbed my
You
toe
just could
because I
not
kicked
break
it to
that
her.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched you beat that thing, and you did some little damage to it.
Yeah. Oh, we
I
were
needed
all
to
there
make
with you.
Sure, it got done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have made a gif of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. It was
Awesome.
great talking to you. I'll let you go so somebody else can join.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
You're wonderful. I think we have another caller.
Oh, we do?
Welcome to AfterBuzz TV. You're on live with Dishin' Days. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is, hello?
Yeah. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
My name Randy.
Randy. Hi, Randy.
I'm calling from West Hollywood.
From West Hollywood.
Oh.
Nice.
West Hollywood, Florida.
Florida.
Oh,
Okay, great, good. Okay, good.
Randy, what's up?
I have a question for Melissa Archer.
Okay.
Hey, Miss Melissa,
Hey.
what was your 17 favorite things about working with Paul Telfer?
17.
Okay, here we go.
You can start at number 17 and work up. or start number 1 and work down?
Oh my god, I love
This
you.
is the best call. This is the best call.
Okay,
Oh my god.
so I can't even.
I was so confused because of the lag between the YouTube and the phone, but whatever. Hey, Melissa, how you doing, darling?
Oh my god, how are you, my love?
We actually have Paul Telfer on the phone with us.
I was like, he sure does have a twang for West Hollywood.
Yes, I know.
I thought it for a second, and I was like, well, I don't know that.
This might be that call that you were worried about.
Hi, Paul.
Oh, Paul. How are
Hey,
you?
guys, how y'all doing? Hey, hello, beautiful. You all right?
Oh,
They're nice, aren't they, really?
fantastic. They're so great.
And I'm not being handsy either, Paul. Don't
Well, I can't see below the table. I can't see what's going on there, Mark.
Well, you and Paul had like some interesting scenes
Yes.
with each other. Although my favorite is still the picture in
Yes.
bed with the elephant.
The selfie.
That is
Well,
that's still my favorite.
Yeah, that's, what we do. We just take pictures of things we steal. In bed.
That's so funny.
It's a turn on.
So speaking of those 17 things,
So, let's start with the accent.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, so Paul, what were 2 things you liked working about with Melissa?
How about 17?
I'm starting with 2 at the moment. I think I was like, start with the time. She can go on and on.
We do have 3 hours, remember?
Oh, that's right,
We do
3
have
hours. Sorry, 3 hours. But Paul, what did you
Well,
like?
I've got to say, Melissa was the first person to show me where the commissary was.
Right?
So I was very grateful.
That's important.
That on top of just being fantastic scene partner, that she made sure that I was fed.
It's important that you eat a well-balanced meal before a scene.
That's great. I love that. A man's heart's through his stomach.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
That's it.
True.
And I don't know if you were watching last week, Paul, but James gave you a big shout out on for Thursday's episode because you were shirtless.
You were shirtless and sweaty. I was like, thank you, everybody, thank you,
Yeah,
Paul.
they had to squeeze one more in before they gave me the boot.
well, I feel like it was kind of early to be like up and sweaty and shirtless. That's just me though. I was like, it's like
Not for
87
Xander.
Not for Xander. No.
He could do it all day.
In all honesty, I think they just reallocated all the budget somewhere else in terms of like Xander's costumes. Because all of a sudden I went from like sweet Armani jacket to overalls looking like a UPS man, then no clothes, and then I end up in this prison jumpsuit.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait
go
to see
save
that
those
suit.
pennies.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I keep seeing that picture. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. I just thought before I left for here, it was funny.
I haven't seen it yet.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll text Melissa later for a proper chat. But, I'll let one of the fans take over, so I'm not hogging anybody's time. But it's nice to hear from you guys.
Same here,
Same
Paul.
to hear from you, Paul.
Bye.
See you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, how fun.
OMG.
I feel kind of bad because like he messaged me earlier, but I didn't tell you guys.
Yeah.
But I had to like
that's
set
That's
it
great.
all
No,
up.
it's totally great. That's great. I love that. That's great.
Can I read one in here just because it's Daquan?
Yes.
And he says in parentheses, I probably won't read the question, but I'm going to, just to prove him wrong, because that's the kind of relationship me and Daquan have. Melissa, Daquan would like to know, and it pains me to read this question. What was it like working with
Allison Sweeney.
Molly Burnett?
Why?
I have Melanie issues, so go ahead.
See, I
Not
love
Molly issues.
Yeah,
No, not
Molly's
Molly.
awesome.
Melanie
Yeah.
issues.
And the character Melanie, I mean, we have all this great backstory, so
Yeah.
Right.
it was fun.
Yeah.
And then you guys didn't do anything after that.
Right.
So, but yeah, Molly Burnett's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would hang out. You guys saw our Australia, the No.
The what?
No?
Didn't no one saw that?
No.
No one saw that?
No, it's
Thank you, Daquan.
So it was, thank you. Eric, Marta, and Molly and I. So Molly can do no in Australian very well, and we can't. And so we put it on Instagram, and it's literally just us saying no. And I'll do it for you right now, which
Okay.
is really bad. So it's like, no. And I can't
That
do it.
sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
That
I
was
guess so.
good.
Really? Because that's
Yeah.
the only time that. You watch that video and then you just talk about it later. Okay? Just telling you.
That's so funny.
So there you go, Daquan. Now leave me alone.
See, there you
Love
are.
Molly.
Was there any time like during Well, first off, I always like to ask this question to everyone. Did you ever audition for Days before? Okay, so you came in just as Serena?
Yeah, but you were pretty well known from another
From
show.
One Life to Live. Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes you never know. There are people who have auditioned for like other roles. So, and it's always interesting to find out what else.
Well, when
they've
I got One
auditioned
Life to
for.
Live, I actually auditioned for Jen. And then later came back in and it was a different character name. It was like Valerie, and then they changed it to Natalie. But yeah.
Funny.
Here's another good question from Emma. She wanted to know, who would you have liked to have had a scene with?
Oh, I like that question.
That's a good one.
Even though I did have a scene with John Aniston for Victor,
Right.
I really wanted to have like a storyline with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Yeah.
He's just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you like about playing Serena? Because she came in when we were first introduced to Serena. She seemed a bit all over the place. And then she's like kind of sneaky, but she's not really great at lying, but she does. Like,
I feel like that's how everybody comes in, because they don't really know, they don't want to give anything away.
Yeah. Well, that's the tricky part, because I actually really liked her in the very beginning, but I think it was a little more solid in the very beginning, because the one thing that you could get from it is that she wanted to be with Eric.
Right.
And so I kind of liked that up until the lying did start taking, basically when I was searching for something.
Yeah. And we had no idea what it was. We were so trying to figure out what was in that elephant. I thought it was $1 million, but it was.
And I don't even think the audience knew it was the elephant at first. I think I was just looking for something.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it's not that was bad. It's just that it went on for as long as it did, and so that's all that was happening. Is that every time someone would walk in the room, it was like, oh, what? I wasn't doing anything. And that's the challenge with it. But I did like Serena as there are certain things about her strength that she had, and the way she could hold her own. Even when she was scared of Xander, I felt that she could really hold her own with him. I mean, he might every once in a while make her jump back, but I think that she could fake it with him really well.
You're
and
tough.
I think that she's tough, and she wasn't like scrappy, like street tough, but she was tough.
Yeah.
And like very, I don't know. I like that.
I agree with you on that one, yeah.
Because I ain't like that.
I'm scared of everything.
I'm glad to say that. I'm sorry.
See, what if like #Maxine's son came in, and if they had kept Serena, like I could have like worked with Serena, we could have been like BFFs.
That would have been great.
And then
because my BFF left like 5 minutes later.
And then this may sound bad, but I could have been working with y'all in Africa too.
Oh, that would have been so great. You helped.
I did.
You're the one who switched the elephant in Africa.
Oh, there you go.
That's how it got in Eric's stuff. All your fault.
You're part Jamira.
That never really got explained.
He's part Jamira.
That never really explained.
You know what I always thought was so funny was that you carried that elephant around with you everywhere, and your purse was big enough to just always have it. like girls carry big purses already, but like
Serena had a purse for everything. So when she needed to carry around an elephant, she had that one. Boom.
Yes. Yeah.
Again.
Huge elephant. Yeah.
Chris Miller wants to know what it was like working with Greg Vaughn.
Oh, Greg. He's awesome. He's so sweet. First of all, fellow Texan, so no, he's just a wonderful guy and so much fun.
His contract just got extended.
I saw that.
Had you guys ever,
Twitter.
because he was on other ABC shows and stuff.
No,
you guys
we
never
worked together, and in fact, I don't think we'd actually. If we did meet, it was one of the, it's like hi, but in passing or what have you. But yeah, the first time we'd actually met. But I'd heard so much about him. He works with the same woman I do for our fans and stuff.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
Let's connect that way.
Debbie O'Connor.
Now, one thing that you have been working on recently is Viral the series.
Yes.
And
Hilarious.
I believe we have a trailer for that.
I hope you guys like it.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the trailer, and then we'll come back and chit chat about it for a little bit.
Yes.
Hopefully, I didn't catch Steven off guard.
He's like trailer.
We're out of here.
Sorry, ladies. Boss said that's it for me.
I really have to go too. No place else is open around here.
I know what to do.
Yes. God, what are you doing?
That's so funny.
I am woman. Hear me, please.
Whoa! What do we have here? The Pee-Pee Sisters, I
Stop
presume.
filming. Get out of here.
Oh, there's not a chance. Queen of the Yellow Nile.
Wait! I wasn't sure if it was you or not without all that puke on you. Everybody wants to meet you. The paparazzi.
No, wait, can I please just at least get a quick selfie with you guys?
We'd love to.
Say P.
Oh my god. Do you think Patty saw it?
What the hell were you thinking? Everyone will be trying to see which of us has the bigger package.
Oh, this is...
Sadly, I hear that's a closer race than it should be.
This video is the worst thing to ever happen.
I feel like you guys are just looking at the negative side of this.
I can't possibly see how there could be a positive side.
Yes, everybody is talking about it. Everybody is
my man.
Oprah to Taylor Swift. Even Betty White said, been there, girl. Hashtag I am woman here.
Repeat.
Oh my god. Betty White is on Twitter?
Bitch. Betty White is
Twitter. I love that.
Anything I can do to make us get past this.
I just don't think I'll ever be able to look at you in that way again.
Fashion, shine, glitter.
Boom.
You are so hilarious. I watched all of them in a row. I was just like watching. I was like, you were hilarious.
Yeah.
What a comedian.
What I like about it is that it's so a take on like what's happening now and how the silliest of videos can go viral. And obviously this is like one of those videos that someone took and then someone, I love when people like take a viral video and then make a video out of it. Like a song and stuff. So I was like, I'm totally down for this. And I love how your character is all about it. You're like, I mean, so what? A few million people like saw it. Like, what happened?
You know, gotta get your 50 minutes of fame somewhere.
Right. Where did the idea for this come from, and how did you become a part of it?
Brandon Gons, who is one of our co-writers, he had kind of brought up this he had brought up at one of our meetings, he had said, you know, wouldn't it be funny if, you know, this happened and that happened, and then Jessica and I just basically started acting out in a restaurant. What we do. Power lunch. And so about 2 days later, I swear to God, Brandon and Sonia had written the script and sent it to us. And we were like, holy crap, this is crap. I am allowed to say that one, right?
Crap.
Potty mouth there. So, so I was really, really excited when I saw the script. I was just like, oh my God, this is funny. This is really funny. And then shortly thereafter, we just basically decided to, let's produce this. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then we did.
No, it is hilarious. I love it. Like the first scene when you guys were coming out of the bar, I was just like, classic girls coming out of the bar.
I mean, I've been there.
I've been there too, girl. I've been there also.
I think I was there. What?
Now, where can everyone see because you have 3 episodes out now.
Yeah,
where
so it's a 3-part pilot, and you can see it on viraltheseries.com, and just go check it out. It's right there on the homepage, and you can watch all 3 episodes.
And we'll make sure we post a list in our a link in our description so that you guys can watch it. So make sure you support Melissa. Go like it, share it, subscribe to it, watch it. It is hilarious and very funny.
So, completely agree.
Yeah.
And Jessica, of course, is one of your Want to Live co-stars.
Yes.
You guys stayed friends.
Yes, we did.
Obviously. But I wanted to ask just one other question about Want to Live that a lot of fans would ask me the same thing. You worked with Bree Williamson.
Yes.
Who played Jessica, Tess, and all that. There was a scene. It was a very famous scene where they brought back Nikki Smith.
Right.
And you had to deal with all of them. It was like Tess and Nikki and all that. How did you deal with these brilliant? And you never became a second person either. I'm surprised.
No. Well, I think that was actually that was the kind of the interesting thing that I liked about Natalie is that she didn't have that to fall onto. Right. You know, that was their split personality was because their brains couldn't handle the trauma and the emotion. And granted, I'm not saying that anything like that necessarily happened to Natalie, but she was left to face everything that came her way. So, you know, but I did think it was really interesting when she had to deal with all of them, and it was all of them.
Yeah, no, I know. And there was amazing scenes episodes that were going with that, and you were like the sane one, kind of out of. You're going, okay, wait a minute, I got to figure all this out.
Who's what?
So you were on Want to Live for how long?
10 years on ABC, and then the Prospect Park
thing. So coming on to Days, what some of the differences you found on both soaps?
I guess, You know, it's the differences are small and large at the same time, but it's kind of hard to explain. But I guess, for instance, our studio floor was much smaller at One Life than Days. We have two studios at Days and only one, and it was teeny.
Oh, really?
For One Life, comparatively speaking, yeah.
Wow.
So therefore, there's more room for more sets. There's not as much turnaround going on, and I would think. Well, and also like the hours that we work, because at Days, I think we're done like around, it was like 6, late as 7.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. That's great.
I know at One Life, especially on the ABC one, it could go 7, could go 8. Sometimes it could go 2 if you had like a really big, tornado thing or what have you.
Big wedding tornado. Yeah, flashback. I love that.
Yeah, and then the Prospect Park one was also a lot longer.
I have to say about Prospect Park, it was funny to hear cussing on it.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fans didn't like it, I know, but I kind of liked it. It was more real. I kind of liked it.
I think there was a happy medium. I think that, I think that it was good that we were kind of bringing that little bit of realness to it, but I think that when it became a thing of, oh, cool, we can say it, let's just say it, that got a little too pointed, and I think it was a little too obvious, and I think it got maybe a little too much, because you don't want, it was great that we were going into a new world with it, but I think that you need to bring everybody together versus like alienating this audience to bring on a new audience.
Right. Yeah. Right. Now, fans are wanting to know about these upcoming scenes, because as we've seen thus far, we know that a serial killer is now on the loose in Salem.
Snap!
And it looks like Serena's going to be the first to go.
Or maybe she's the serial killer and that promo was a fake. Just kidding.
Wow.
Damn.
What were your thoughts when this came about? Was it like surprising to you? Were you kind of shocked, taken back? Did you know beforehand, or?
I knew. When did I find out? It was like maybe in February I found out.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I was done in March.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I found out. I can't remember. I don't know, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, somewhere around there. So I think I had a few weeks.
Yeah. Were you surprised at all, or?
I mean, I think I felt it coming, to be quite honest. I mean, honestly, knowing that my character was dealing with the blood diamonds way back when, I was like...
Yeah.
Typically, I mean, I didn't know I was going to die, but but you don't feel the longevity after you know. I mean, unless you're Victor or
certain people, Marlena.
Was there because we read the article with Ken and how he said that he basically took the bull by the horn and kind of reshaped and reformed Days.
Sure.
What was it like there on set? Was there this feeling of like not knowing what was happening, or like what was kind of like the mood?
When the writers changed?
Yeah, when changes started happening.
Well, yeah, because I can't remember exactly, but I want to say it was maybe right after Christmas that we found out about Chris and Gary, and then it was just, anytime there's a regime change of any sort, that there's that good possibility of there's going to be some major changes. It doesn't always happen, but it happens often. So, yeah, I think there was a little bit of, I wonder what's this going to be and what's this going to be. And then, after Lisa was let go, I think I was let go like the same week I think it was the following week. So, but once I knew she was gone, I don't know, I just was like, I think I'm going to get a cold.
Had you been on...
I was feeling inside.
When you were on One Life to Live, had one of these one of these things happened to you before?
Well, I've never been let go, but yeah, I've been through several head writers, and you watch like whoosh, everybody, serial killers coming to town. It's very frequent. They kill off everybody. And
like the tornadoes and things happen.
Absolutely.
Disaster.
Exactly.
No, we had plenty of those. So yeah. And in fact, I think while I was there, I feel like we had at least 3 serial killers in town. Yeah.
I have a question, and I have a photo to go with it.
Here we go.
Stephen will put up my first photo, a second, however order, I don't know what kind of order you have these in. It's the Serena and Chad photo, the first one.
Nice.
What is going on with my Chad?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry.
I saw that and I was like...
I mean, if you'll notice here, there's a big old bottle of alcohol.
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, they might have been having lots of that day. Which leads to
the next photo, I do believe,
Ooh.
You smack him.
Look at homegirl back here with the side hair
She's
slap.
like, what?
She's like, what?
Or you smacked her and her hair tossed to the side.
Yeah, look at her.
Look at, but I have to.
Look at that wind.
Look at that.
Hair, though.
That's cleavage.
Like you've got
girl.
some like you're like looking at him like I'm not taking your shiz anymore.
I'm gonna hurt you.
That was hard for me to see.
Yeah.
That was very hard for me to see.
He liked it.
I have a feeling
Stop
this
it.
week's
He
gonna be
liked
very.
it.
Well, it was so hard. Look, this is Mark's reaction. This is Mark. Right there.
That's Lorraine.
That was
right
actually
there.
Lorraine.
That's Lorraine.
She was
That's
extra
Lorraine.
that day.
Lorraine is kind of like, excuse you.
What are you doing?
Did you just like? And what you guys don't realize is that Lorraine gets up to save Chad.
Oh yeah, right. Of course.
Yeah.
That's what
Of
happens.
course.
That was that. Yeah.
That's in the writing.
You're in the background there. It's kind of
Yeah.
interesting. A lot of
I
print
know.
going on over there.
There's a lot. You know, I think Chad actually just asked her to hit him. I think is what happened.
Okay. Yeah,
He was asking for it.
Yeah, I think he was like, "Hey, I kind of like it when."
Yeah.
maybe not.
Sunday.
This week is going to be a very interesting week because I mean it kicks everything off and like there's just judging
Boy,
by
does
the
it.
just judging by the previews, it looks like Serena's dead. Chad is wondering like what
did I do?
happened.
Well, he
and,
thinks he did it.
And there's a whole 7 days to go campaign kind of because next Friday someone returns.
Oh, that's right.
And then we got a big joke. Yeah,
Patch.
Patch.
Yeah.
Patch along with Joey.
There's this whole
With
thing.
Joey, yeah.
But it's like there all of a sudden
Yeah.
he walks in and he says sweetness and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's 1995.
And that'll be the last scene on Friday,
Yes,
so
of
you won't
course.
see anything till Monday.
Yeah,
Of course.
We're excited though.
Yeah.
But you're having a big week coming up.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I am.
Ready?
Okay, so here's the deal. Like I
tell us.
said, this is my first death scene,
Okay.
and more importantly, I don't know if you can tell from the whole picture how I die. So
It looks like a tie
I
or
won't
something.
totally give it away, but just hint. Look at the picture.
Yeah.
So,
So it looks like there's a tie, like she's trying.
Yeah.
so I'll
There's a
just,
tie and a heel.
It was Lorraine!
I knew it was you the whole time.
A heel.
But all I'm saying is, like, I was really trying to make it look as real as possible with what happened
Right,
to her.
Okay.
So I hope it looks really good. And if
Okay.
it doesn't, tell me it does. Okay, thanks. And scene.
NC cut print. Yes, we will definitely tell you that. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be here next week to
Talk about it.
chit chat about it.
Dang.
Dang. There we
You
go.
have to tune in and watch us. We're
Yeah.
talking
I'll
about
have
you.
to call in and be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, did you like it? You're like, uh-huh.
You can totally do
It
that.
was the best death scene on earth.
You're like, oh my God, that was classic. It's going down.
Before we wrap things up, let's go into some quick news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Okay, so it was just announced that Pop TV will now start re-airing that day's episodes of Days. So you can tune in at 8 p.m. On Pop TV and watch that day's episode later in the day, starting tomorrow, August 24th. So
if you get preempted somewhere, you can always
That's
watch.
really cool.
Yeah.
Or like, if your
we
DVR
had a
doesn't
little
work.
preempt
We
this
did.
week.
There
We did a
was
preempt on
a
Friday.
breaking news report, and I was like,
Because of
breaking
the
news
stock
report.
Me
market
too,
or
on
something
Friday. Yeah, on
Like-
Friday.
Oh, don't you hate that? Do you, O.J.
hate
Simpson, do you guys remember that?
I do, yes.
Like,
Yes.
none of our soaps
Yeah.
were on all day?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Did I just age myself?
Not at all.
Right
Not
there
at
with
all.
you. Don't worry.
That was when you were before you were Soros.
Yeah.
You were little Natalie.
Tiny
Yes,
little
I was
Natalie.
like, where's my youngin'?
Really quick before I move on, there is one of our watchers, Rook King, who was very upset that they weren't able to get through to the lines to talk to you. So if you could give a little shout out to, I think it's pronounced Rook King.
Rook
Yeah.
King. Rook King, hey, I'm so sorry I didn't get to talk to you, but what up?
Next time.
Next time.
Next time.
When she does ghost scenes in
Yes.
Salem.
Yes, oh my God, guys, yes. Let's do this.
I know. They do it all the time on soaps. They do it all the time.
Even if it's off camera.
It was off camera.
So when Nicole and Eric get together, then the ghost of Serena comes out.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna flicker these lights and it ain't gonna be romantic.
I love it.
Also, could you give a shout out to Brittany Peacock?
Hey, Brittany. me.
There we go. Got it. We got to keep y'all happy because Rook was like, I can't get through. I'm not watching Dishing Days anymore. And I'm like, no, please don't go anywhere.
Right, stay with us, please.
Yes. So then also to let you guys know, Martha Madison, who we all know will be coming back as Belle.
Yes.
We were all at the Winterthorn premiere of her new web series.
Yes.
It is absolutely fantastic and amazing.
Yes.
It is very interesting.
Want that collar.
For me,
it's amazing.
I kind of describe it as Devil Wears Prada meets Willy Wonka.
Yes.
That's a good description.
Yeah,
it is.
So
It's so out visually. I was telling
stunning.
Michael this.
Stunning.
I was blown away at the costumes, the makeup.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
makeup
agree.
was awesome.
I agree.
That scene with the lollipops blew my mind.
You
It
have
blew
to
my
then.
mind.
You
I
have
was
to
like,
then.
somebody literally walked around the forest for probably a half a day, sticking those lollipops in the ground.
I know.
And somebody bought all those lollipops.
Exactly.
I doubt they were donated,
Yes.
but it was just, I loved visually. I just thought it was amazing.
No, it was. It was
Amazing.
beautiful.
Now, are you in it, or you were just there
I'm
supporting?
not. I was just
Okay.
there supporting.
Well, at least not right away.
Right.
Maybe down the road.
Right.
Maybe down the road.
Never know.
We'll put in a good word.
Oh, right. Thanks, guys.
So make sure you guys tune into the premiere. It happens on August 27th. Check winterthorn.com for the series, and we'll make sure we put the link down at the bottom.
My Santa Barbara fans out there, my boy, I always forget his name.
Gordon Thompson.
Clearly, he's my boy because I don't know his real name.
Gordon Thompson.
Mason Capwell.
Yes, he was on
from
there.
Santa Barbara.
And also Sue Ellen Ewing is on there too. Linda Gray.
He came on the screen and asked them. I went,
He did.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah,
he did.
he
And
was
Linda
my-
Gray's on
Linda
also.
Gray.
I got to meet her and talk to her, and it made my life because I love Sue Ellen and everything. So it was great to see her.
Yeah, so make sure you guys support it. It is a fantastic web series.
Very
So
good.
make sure you check it out. August 27th, winterthorn.com. Also, just a reminder, if you guys would like to attend the St. Louis event, A Family Affair, featuring Eric Martzoff, Christopher Sean, Drake Hogerson, and Hira. It's a family affair, so we are giving away 2 tickets to the September 11th event only. That's the welcome event in St. Louis, so make sure you go like us on Facebook, Dishing Days, and on Instagram for Dishing Days to find out details on how you could win 2 tickets to the September 11th event happening in St. Louis. Travel arrangements by the winner.
You need they need to get Martha. She's a
family member. She is.
Oh, that's true.
We should have her there.
I am too. What?
I am too. So we're gonna make some black.
And,
there you go.
The event is put on by Starstruck Fan Events, and they have a number of events happening. So for more details, make sure you check out starstruckfanevents.com. Also find them on Facebook, Starstruck Fan Events as well. Also, we have some business to take care of. We have winners for our 3D giveaways that we were doing. There's no photo for that.
Oh,
Everyone turned around. So the winner.
I love that show.
Me too.
I was on that show.
Stop.
Yeah.
With Bob?
Huh?
With Bob?
No, with Drew.
Drew was in my acting class.
Whoa, really?
Was he really?
He's an Ohioan too.
He is an Ohioan. Yes, he is.
All right, so our winner from Facebook is Miss Deanna Klein.
Yay.
So Deanna Klein, you are the winner, our Facebook
For the
winner
3D giveaway?
For the 3D giveaway
Okay.
on Facebook. Yes.
Which includes what?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Mark.
That wasn't even planned.
Deanna, you have won an autographed mouse pad from Jen Lilly, also a pack of 3D cards signed by Jen Lilly, and a 2015 calendar brought to you by the fine folks at DOOL.
Signed by many customers. It's all signed by people.
It is all signed.
Can I mention something
Congratulations.
Or do you have another
We
thing?
have one more
giveaway.
One more.
Also, the winner from our Instagram is Lee B81. Lee B81, you are our Instagram winner. And that means you have won an autographed mouse pad from Jen Lilly. Also, cards from Day of Days signed by Jen Lilly and Molly Burnett. And you also won a 2015 calendar signed by most of the people who have appeared right here on Dishing Days. So congratulations to our winners.
Thank you.
Mark, you had something?
I just wanted to mention too that there is now, it's not me, even though everyone's gonna think it's me, but it's not me. There is a In Like Flynn fans official. Billy has a new official fan page.
How did we know it was going to be about Billy
by
Flynn?
Billy Flynn himself on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yeah,
it's In Like Flynn fans.
He does have that
on Instagram, Twitter.
They post a lot on there too.
Yeah, so that's the
In Like
official.
Flynn.
That's
I
his
say
official.
that a lot, actually, and I didn't even... Yeah, wow.
In Like Billy Flynn.
And I want to thank everybody for especially, we're up to almost 1,400 likes on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's in a week and a half.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Boom. Yeah.
And on Instagram, we want more on Instagram though. So please, if you're on Instagram, find us. Dish and Days. We're going to have pictures, giveaways, all kinds of stuff. Please like us on Instagram.
Follow
please
them.
do. Yes.
Or I will come find you.
Now, there's
Not in a good way.
I was like, that's good incentive. Miss Archer will find you if you don't like us. Yes.
Well,
Or no, like them and I will come find you.
well, speaking of liking and finding, we have to wrap things up. But before we do, where can we find you, Mark J Freeman?
On Instagram and Twitter at Lorraine Love, LORAYNE LOVE, and on Facebook / the Mark J Freeman.
And Melissa, where can
and
we
I'm
find...
almost to 500 likes. Thank
I
you.
saw that. Yeah.
Congratulations. Melissa, where can they find you?
On Instagram and Twitter at _ Melissa Archer, and at Facebook, I think I'm facebook.com the Melissa Archer / the Melissa Archer.
Okay. Oh, that's your fan page.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
On Twitter, you can find me at Black Hope LA. On Facebook, James Lott Jr. And my website, thesuperorganizeruniverse.com.
And of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. A big thank you to Melissa for coming in today.
Thank you guys for having
Brad Everett Young just tweeted out that you and I should reenact the Chad slap to end the episode.
Oh, we suck.
Do it.
Okay, here we go.
Do it.
Wait, are you playing Chad?
Duh.
Okay.
Okay. I have to stand up.
Ready?
All right, I should take
Which
my
way are you going to go? Do we go that way?
I'll go
That way? Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Here we go.
Oh, so soapy. So soapy. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to Dish and Days. We are here every Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, recapping your favorite NBC soap, Days of Our Lives. We will see you next Sunday, where we will have special guest Michael Fairman, who knows all things soaps. He will be joining us, so we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later. The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.